When your bread is burnt, your nets are empty, and your hope is fading, Jesus still invites you to breakfast. It had been a long, dark night on the Sea of Galilee. Peter and the other disciples had gone back to the only life they knew. All night they cast their nets, only to haul in nothing. Exhausted, they returned to shore before dawn, nets empty and spirits slow. Then, from the dim light by the water's edge, a figure called out, "Children, have you any fish?" "No," they replied. "Cast the net on the right side of the boat and you will find some." They abandoned. The net immediately filled to breaking. Peter knew who it was. He flung on his outer garment, jumped into the water, and swam the rest of the way to shore, dragging a net-stuffed boat behind him. On the fire were coals and fish and, oddly enough, bread. But the bread was charred, the edges blackened from the flames. Jesus beckoned, "Bring some of the fish you have just caught." Then, taking the bread, he gave it to them, and did the same with the fish. It was the first meal they shared with him after the resurrection, and the bread was burned. Burned bread isn't a mistake. Here it's a symbol. Bread. Sustenance. Daily provision. Our daily bread. Charcoal fire. The place of Peter's denial. Burned edges. The scars of failure. Jesus didn't wait for perfect loaves. He used what was available, leaving the charred, the broken. He invites us to his table, not when we've gotten our lives unburned, but while our promises are charred from denial, burnout, and fear. In Portland, a young chef named Ava finally landed her dream. Head chef at a boutique cafe. On opening night, the kitchen buzzed, dishes flying, orders piling. In the chaos, the rye loaf she spent days perfecting went up in smoke. The smoke alarm blared. Guests covered their noses. Ava braced for disaster. Instead, the owner stepped in, flipped a sign to Smoky Rye Special, and said, "Our customers love honesty. We'll serve it all tonight." They sold out. Smoky charred bread became the cafe's signature. And Ava learned, sometimes our mistakes become someone's delight when served with grace. At the charcoal fire, Jesus didn't rebuke Peter for denying him. He didn't scold the others for hiding. He simply said, "Come and eat," because grace doesn't erase the scars, it redeems them. Our failures are the setting for Jesus' restoration meal. When you feel you've burned the loaf, missed the call, said the wrong word, lost the client, Jesus still says, "Bring your burnt edges. I will feed you." Discussion questions: when have your burned edges felt shameful to show anyone, even God? How does Jesus' choice to serve burnt bread change your view of his grace? Who in your life needs an invitation to the Smoky Rye Special, a chance to bring their mistakes to the table? Next episode, the procrastinator's prayer, when later never comes. We'll explore the parable of the 10 virgins, why delaying readiness costs more than time, and how to hear Jesus call now in a world addicted to "I'll do it tomorrow."